With Beyblade X's continuing evolution, we get blades that are unique and fan favorites. One of the most unique in terms of design and character is Whale Wave. The blade is called Tide Whale in Hasbro, no idea why, but okay, and is generally considered one of the most slept on blades in the game. While it does see some play from time to time, it's not really seen as often as other underdog blades like Tyranno Beat, Scorpio Spear, or even Hammer Incendio, and I don't understand why. Whale Wave is a 5-sided balance type blade with very wavy designs on the metal meant for delivering powerful smash attacks. The curvy molding on the blade is like an actual large tidal wave coming in at full force, sending down all the water onto you, leading to a massive hit on the contact points. Like an actual killer whale, the weight on this blade is huge, averaging over 38 grams, making it one of the heaviest weighted blades in the entire game, meaning the potential for this blade is going to be pretty high. Whale Wave was originally released by Takara in September of 2024 as a select random booster with 3 different color variations of Whale Wave to potentially pull. While the blades themselves all looked really good in terms of their color and design, the stock combos for all of them were a complete and utter joke! With highly burstable ratchets due to either using highly prone design 4-sided blades or using heights way too high, and the bits were not a great fit for Whale Wave at all. The select random booster came with overall useless parts for an otherwise good blade. But the Whale Wave Select Random Booster was not constantly bought out because of Whale Wave in particular, it was because the prize Whale Wave had the Elevate bit. As you all know, Elevate on Cobalt Dragoon is one of the most meta combos to use right now in the current meta game. At the time, the only way to get Elevate was to gamble for it in the Whale Wave booster only. Otherwise, Elevate on the secondary market costs... I still can't get over the symbolism behind this select random booster. They knew what they were doing! Elevate was originally an attack type bit with a hexagonal design with no bump at the bottom, essentially becoming just a wide flat bit. Unfortunately, this original design was changed at the last minute just before the pack was finalized. Whatever happened to this original design, I wonder? I would really like to get my hands on one to see if it actually made such a difference. But fear not, wrestling fans, because Takara did end up releasing Elevate again with the yellow Leon Claw, which was in another random booster.
You are made of stupid.
But don't worry, they released Elevate again, this time with a black version of Tusk Mammoth, which was only available at a limited time Bay Park exhibit in Japan. But they did give this an actual release in the Beyblade X app's Rare Bay Get Battle, which is another gotcha.
You suck!
So yeah, the prize Whale Wave ended up becoming one of the most sought after Beyblades in Beyblade X for quite a time. However, Hasbro players can rejoice at being Hasbro players because the prize Whale Wave is being released as an easily accessible single, so we will have easy access to Dragoon on Elevate, which means it probably sucks being one of those guys that gambles for it. And since Tide Whale is being released in Hasbro relatively soon, I thought now was a good time to show some of my favorite combos to use with it. And definitely not because I've gotten loads of requests for it. I've said before that 560 point has been my most favorite to use with Whale Wave since it's a very good balance combo and acts as an aggressive beater against most opponents. Because of how heavy it is and the knockback on it is crazy and lasts longer in battle since Whale Wave lacks stamina. But here are some more combos that I personally tried using with Tide Whale. Now again, full disclaimer, these combos are not guaranteed to win you your local championship. What I found good, you might find bad, so I encourage you to just practice and experiment as much as you can to find what really suits you. Alright, up first, Whale Wave on 660 level. This is a pretty high-speed combo that balances out Whale Wave with the 660 ratchet, and level increases its speed on extreme dash, so that we send all the heavy weight down with full force. With the way the blades are designed to be really thick, we have Whale Wave perform very hard impacts on the opposing blade, and at high speed, the shockwaves can knock loose the opposing ratchets. With 660, we not only increase the power of the contact points, but an even number rounds itself off of the blade to keep it stable. There is still the burst risk when using even number ratchets like this one, because of the way the protrusions on the ratchets are designed. 660 is only available right now with Dran Brave, which the white and blue one actually looks nicest with the prize Whale Wave, and Level is only available with Samurai Saber, which of course is getting released in Hasbro very soon. Next, Whale Wave on 760 Taper. Since we are playing Whale Wave, why not add more bulk to this monster? And with Taper, we can have it move wildly in the arena for very hard knockouts. With 760, we make Whale Wave bulkier so that when we hit the 760 with the weight of Whale Wave, we can create a more powerful knockback attack. The combo is a mix of a bulky size and the speedy force coming in, resulting in hard knockback, has given me a pretty consistent extreme and over finishes. Sometimes some hits become so powerful with the slightest touch it causes the opponent to lose control and just throw themselves over the pockets. Since Taper can preserve stamina on a blade that barely has stamina at all, it's a valuable bit to use with Whale Wave since it provides added aggression with speed and stamina, but there is still the risk of self-knockouts, so tilt launching it by a little bit is really just the best way to go, and it would really let the edge of the contact metal hit the opponent anyway. 760 can be found in the Leon Crest Dual Pack, but also the Piss Whale Wave in the Reaper Incendio Random Booster has a 760 included with it. And Taper has been reprinted so many times now. This white one is actually from the Steel Samurai single pack. Next, Whale Wave on 960 Gear Rush. This combo makes Whale Wave turn into a very unpredictable attacker. The Gear Rush bit does make Whale Wave bounce around the arena a little bit and makes the movements kinda crazy. Mixing 960 stability, stamina, and burst resistance with the speed and aggressive nature of Gear Rush makes Whale Wave move and attack unconventionally. Essentially, Whale Wave becomes a wrecking ball, downward smashing the opponents constantly. With this build, we managed to obtain crazy extreme and over finishes, and sometimes even the slightest touch of the contact points on Whale Wave sends the opponent over. 960 you can get pretty easily from Roar Tyranno, Soar Phoenix, and Impact Drake. Gear Rush is only available right now with the prize Fox Brush from the Fox Brush Select Random Booster. Next up, Whale Wave on 560 Kick. 560 I feel is probably the best ratchet for Whale Wave, not only because it lines up the contact points with the blade, but also 560 provides a lot of stamina so that Whale Wave doesn't fall over quickly. With Kick, we also keep Whale Wave upright while giving it speed and power of Taper for more aggressive movements. With 560 Kick, this actually managed to get me quite a lot of knockouts. Not only does Whale Wave retain its stamina, but Kick makes Whale Wave move smoothly and quickly, so on extreme dash, when it gets the hit, it's got a massive power boost to achieve a knockout. It's why Kick has become one of my most favorite bits now, since it's got the speed and power of Taper, but stamina and balance of Hexa. The consistency of the knockouts we were able to achieve with this combo for Whale Wave has been pretty good, and actually at one point Whale Wave moved so fast it ended up causing Wizard Rod to burst and the ratchet hit me in the face. 560 is a pretty common ratchet to find, but this one is from the Sting Unicorn single, and Kick you can get from Reaper Incendio single, and there are other colors in the Reaper Random Booster that you can get. Next, Whale Wave on 160 Rush. I think at this point you should assume that I pretty much put 160 Rush on everything. Can't really blame me though, because it's an insanely good combo on like a lot of blades. The impressive degree of control I get from Rush and the very great attack that comes from the one contact point mixed with Whale Wave's weight makes this a pretty great combo. Able to get clean knockouts, able to escape the pockets if it ever comes down to that, and giving great power on attacks. A lot of the times you even win when you least expect it, as the weight of Whale Wave with the combo can cause knockouts with the slightest touch. It's an amazing attack combo that Whale Wave really uses to great effect, mostly because of its size and weight. The easiest way to build 160 is getting the green 1 Wizard single. The blue 160 in this video comes from the Buster Dran single. You thought you were gonna get me, but you didn't! Next, Whale Wave on 960 Gear Point. This is a more aggressive, balanced version of 560 Point. While 960 provides stamina and stability to Whale Wave, Gear Point keeps Whale Wave moving around without burning so much stamina, and with the Gear Point we have Whale Wave get high-speed extreme dashes. Since 960 is low and Gear Point is also a bit low, somehow Whale Wave managed to cause more burst finishes than expected. While we did get some good amounts of knockouts due to the contact points directly sending its force into the opponent, the upper lining of the blades can target the opponent's ratchet, causing it to move slightly and even cause a burst. It was surprising how much power and stamina I was able to achieve with this combo, but even more surprising to know that I can ratchet snipe. Maybe I was just getting lucky, but I ain't complaining. Gear Point comes with Sting Unicorn single, but other colors are also available in various other sets. Whale Wave is one of those blades where it might not have a presence in the metagame, it's still a very good blade. With how heavy it is, the knockout power of this blade is just astronomical. But let me know what you think about Whale Wave in the comments down below, and also what are your personal combos for Whale Wave. I always like talking about combos with you guys. And also, if you want yourself a cool deck case, check out the Arena Designs for more deck cases and a multitude of designs, including, you guessed it, Whale Wave. And also, if you use code HARUREN at checkout, you'll get 10% off your order. Support this channel for personal thumbs up, and give us a subscribe for more awesome Beyblade content. I've been HARUREN, and remember, keep being serious about having fun. Bye!